Alright, hello guys and welcome. So, we've got a bunch of games. Um, we will start with Precision versus Ternary, and after this we will see Soldier playing against Lace Goss. And I would like to go for Script Off versus CPS Leonidas. So it means that I'll be online for maybe 2 or 3 hours, I don't know. Okay, so Precision made by offwo will play as Vietnamese. For what I know, it's the favorite civilization for this AI. And Ternary will play Mirror Sieve. So here we go. So please let me know if the sound of the game is too hiked. I think that I can already decrease it a bit. Alright. So I expect no crash today, or I would be really upset. So just let me know guys if the sound is fine for you. I remember that the last time I commented there was no sound from the game, which can be upsetting for you. So Ternary is the survivor at this tape. Binary having been defeated yesterday, I would say that I was kind of upset because I expected more than what it did. Yep. The problem with Binary is the fact that it didn't upgrade its army. I hope that Ternary is gonna play better. I checked and I'm pretty sure that this version which is actually playing is the latest one. So actually I go for 2 times the speed, but I probably will increase the speed sometimes, depending on what's happened in the game. But I prefer to stay 2 times the speed for the Dark Age. It looks like Precision is actually carrying the ball. Hello Fireball, you're welcome. So as I said, Fireball, Script Off might play later today. It might be the third match. Soldier will play the second match. I know that Tobio is around and he is waiting for his AI to play. It looks like Ternary doesn't like boars. And I think that the qualifications round 1 should be finished in the few days coming, because I'll be away for 1 week later, so I would like to go fast with the remaining games. So I will deal this week to stream almost every day. And I think that we potentially can start the round 2 in maybe 4 or 5 days. Yeah, same for me, Fireball. And I've got a new version of Soldier, but I didn't watch it play previously, or maybe once, I don't remember. And if I'm right, MrElephant did watch the games from Soldier in the pre-qualifications. But it looked to work fine. The opponent is gonna be Letter Goth, and I hope that Soldier is prepared to face a lot of men-at-arms. That might be interesting. So Ternary is scouting blue player. It is Vietnamese, so it already knows where is the opponent anyway. Okay, interesting. Precision go for scout rush. And Ternary takes his time. The fact it doesn't lure boars doesn't help much. Alright, here we go for the first assault. Fortunately, Ternary does have loom. So let's see the micro from Precision. Actually, 2 men-at-arms have been defeated, but villagers are all alive. The second lumbercamp should help Ternary. Okay, that one is gonna die. And I would say that it's a pretty slow time to go for feudal age. Okay, so pikemen, well, spearmen, which might be a good option. Well, it looks to be a scout rush all-in for precision. I don't see archery ranges. I think that it might go for a fast castle. Well, a castle after having scout rush. And I've got the feeling that Ternary would like to go for the same strategies and binary. I mean, to train defensive infantry in Feudal Age and attempt a fast castle. I just hope that the upgrades will be researched this time. At least we've got +1 defense. Okay, so for having lost a few villagers, actually Precision does have +2 villagers, but did it have research wheelbarrow? Okay, nice micro from Precision. Well, a bit too much hesitation at this point. Okay, January does have wheelbarrow. Well, I feel like there is some lag. All what I want is to prevent a crash. Hello, Big Bad Wolf. You're welcome. Yeah, Precision does have a decent micro. But for some reasons, it looks like Precision creates some lags. It's regularly happened in the late Feudal Age and early Castle for some reasons. I already have noticed this. Alright, so we've got 3 stables. Wow, 4 stables at this point. That's really ambitious. I don't know if it does have the economy for this. I think that it will need a bit more on gold to go for 4 stables knights. Alright. So at least Ternary does have the counter unit. Now what I want to see is pikeman research. And now Precision does have a clear lead about the villagers' population, despite the fact that it goes for 2 TCs. Well, Ternary does have one only. Alright, elite skirmishers is research for Precision. I don't know if this is to counter the spearmen. Yeah, maybe it wants to keep the gold for the knights. Alright, Ternary is not playing bad at this point. I like the fact that it does have already a few rams. Yeah, it's too bad that villagers doesn't attack the rams, and a boar is stolen. That can make the difference in the late game. And I'm scared that Ternary did lose its whole army under the enemy's TC. This might be a chance here for Precision, I would say. It just needs to attack. Wow, that's a lot of rams. So 76 villagers against 64. And Precision remains with 2 TCs for having lost one. Here we go. I just hope that Ternary will protect his rams with the spearman, or it would be a big worst. So I really like the fact that Precision does have hit and run, a good micro with the skirmishers, and I guess it might be the same code than for the DE version. Well, the DEI. Okay, it's time to push maybe. Well, Precision takes its time. I won't call it a push. Alright, Ternary is not too far from researching Imperial Age. I think that I can increase the speed for a moment. And the game looks over. Alright. GG. 1-0 for Precision. Yeah, I think that this feudal age time is maybe the slower time from the world participant in Davis Cup. Even the very old AIs managed to be faster than that. But besides this, I would say that Ternary did have a good game. Yep, I agree on the Bandit. I also wonder why. Or maybe a building was missing, because I saw several siege workshop, but I don't know if it did build a monastery. Okay, so the civilizations have already been sorted, so we will go for Vietnamese, Mayan, Turkish. Alright, and ternary will go for a random mirror. Alright, good luck guys. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? Well, it looks like the arches does have issues while microing. That way it's not very efficient. Alright, I was kind of surprised to see that the pocket doesn't have a specific strategy. It just go for a feudal rush with arches, as blue and teal did. Well, micro is fine, but I've got the feeling that after having shot, they stay like frozen, I don't know. And that's funny to see that they just look to us to be scared as soon as they meet a skirm. Alright, so yellow is eventually in Castle Age. The economy balance is not the best for Ternary. It stayed with a lot of food in Feudal Age, with a lake of gold, preventing it to go castle way faster. And I really would like to see elite skirmishes. Alright, so red is in 1 versus 2, it doesn't have military but it stay alive. Well, unfortunately, Rams tend to follow the army instead of attacking the TC. Alright, so blue is in Imperial Age. I don't see any castle. So I assume that it will go for our ballast. Alright, so Ternary are researching castle while Precision is researching Imperial Age. That is a huge difference. I think that I can increase the speed at this point. I don't see yellow to change the game. Well, I don't see any castle from Precision. Okay, I think that I can call it. So GG Precision. It was 2 easy games. And in fact, I think that Precision is carrying a lot about not losing its army. And the statistics show it pretty well. But besides this, I think that Precision is a bit low to defeat the opponents because of this. Yeah, so definitely Precision doesn't try to build a castle regarding the resources gathered. Alright,